Hello and welcome back to the Retro Asylum. This is a bit different. Stop whatever you're watching, turn off that football because we are here with a special announcement. Hello, Mark.
Hello, how's it going, Chris?
Yeah, good, mate. So, no shortlist episode for us this month. And instead, we are here with a special announcement, given it's the 30th of June, to announce the July Game Club game. Now, July historically has been our listeners' choice. 2024 is no different. We just haven't had time, mate, have we, to record a shortlist episode? Damn shame.
Yeah, we've all been busy. It's
Yeah, man.
work, kids, summer, I think is kind of what it comes down to. Yeah.
Yeah. So apologies to all of our wonderful Discord members who've nominated games. You're not going to get the full treatment, but what you are going to get is something a bit different because we've enlisted this month the help of a very special guest to help us choose the Game Club game. And that very special guest is none other than Chat GPT. So, in the ultimate act of laziness and abdication, we will not be choosing a game this month between us, and neither will you. You won't be voting on anything. Instead, we just ask good old ChatGPT to choose a game from our list. So, what we're going to do, Mark, and this is news to you as well. I'm just going to read what I've typed into ChatGPT, and then it throws out the games in a very particular order, and we can just list the games. We're not going to spend very long talking about each one, and then we will ask ChatGPT to choose one. So here we go. The question I asked ChatGPT is, which of the following games shall I choose for a Game Club game? There was then a list of games. And ChatGPT said, and we will come back to that list of games, ChatGPT said, to choose the best game for your Game Club, it's crucial to consider what type of experience you want to provide and what your members will most enjoy. Well, that's something that we never do. So there we go.
We just pick it for ourselves.
There you go, guys. You're onto a winner already. This is an improvement on the norm. Here's a more refined selection based on various criteria. Right, so here's where we get into the games. So, ChatGPT, I want to say she. Do you think of ChatGPT as a female, Mark?
I haven't hardly messed with it, so I'm gonna roll with you on this one. Okay. Yeah, if you think it's a she, I'm gonna go with it.
Yeah, we're gonna pronoun it as a she. So there we go. ChatGPT says multiplayer and social play. Age of Empires 2. Now this one was chosen by Phoenix Z80. She says excellent for strategy enthusiasts, offering both competitive and cooperative play. It encourages strategic thinking and teamwork. Quake 4, which was suggested by Chris Atwill. Fast-paced FPS for thrilling multiplayer matches, ideal for action fans. And Soul Blade, which was chosen by... That was our good friend, wasn't that Reese? King Kong Groove?
Yep, it was Reese. Yep.
Soul Blade, a fighting game, great for tournament-style play, fostering competitive spirit. What do you think of those, mate? Good start.
It's interesting. All these games are... Some of them I've never heard of, so I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of Age of Empire style games.
Right? Oh, you'll love it.
I'm sure.
You'd love it. Multiplayer and social play, apparently. There we go. Well, certainly with the one-on-one fighting game. Right, cooperative and narrative-driven experiences. ChatGPT says Desperado's Wanted Dead or Alive. Remember, these are games that I've fed into ChatGPT, chosen by our Discord members. Desperado's Wanted Dead or Alive, which was chosen by Plastic Man, a tactical strategy game requiring teamwork and strategic planning set in an engaging Wild West setting. One of my personal favorites, this from the list. Have you played this one?
No, but I looked into it because I'd not heard of it, and it looks really interesting. Yeah.
You play any of the Commandos games back in the day?
Nah, no, of course not.
Oh, mate. So it's like Commandos, only in a Wild West setting, and they released a modern one probably about 2 or 3 years ago now, which is supposed to be really good as well. And Raw Danger, suggested by our good friend Raushi, offers a unique survival experience with multiple perspectives, making it engaging and suitable for group discussions. Wow. So this is a PS2 game that I'd never even heard of.
I think I own this game. Yeah, this game is really, really unique, and there's like 2 of them that was released. One was, of course, now I'm blanking, but yeah, Raw Danger, and there's another one that's very similar, and always an interesting, unique when when you get a game like that on the PS2, it's kind of fun to check out. So
you can always rely on Raushi for some interesting and unique, retro obscuria. Yeah. Now, the next category Chat GPT gives us retro and nostalgic appeal. In this one, we've got Star Tropics, which was suggested by Mictor, an action-adventure game with a compelling story and challenging puzzles. Perfect. She uses the perfect word for retro game enthusiasts. Now, Mark, this is an NES game, so I'm sure it's one that you're all over.
Yeah, it's different. It's a different game than what I'm used to. And Mictor, he was pretty adamant. This is probably the third or fourth time he's chosen this one.
Really?
Yeah, and he was pretty adamant. He says he would forgive you if you picked Star Tropics.
He said he'd forgive us for not doing a proper shortlist episode if this gets chosen.
That's right. That's what it
was.
Yeah.
It's all on Chat GPT. What can we say? It's nothing to do with us this month. The second and last in this section, retro nostalgic appeal, Euphoria, which is chosen by Vito, a quirky and fun platformer ideal for fans of classic Nintendo games. I'd never even heard of this. A 1991 NES game, never even heard of it.
Yeah, neither have I.
To be honest, when I saw it, I thought that you'd mistyped it into the list. I thought this was Utopia and you'd done a typo. But
spelled it wrong. Yeah,
Utopia is elsewhere. Right, puzzle and brain teasers. The Fool's Errand. This is a Mac. Well, it was a Mac game originally. Got released on most other 8 and early 16-bit platforms. Combines storytelling with intricate puzzles, perfect for those who enjoy mental challenges and discussions about puzzle solutions. One for you, Mark.
Yes, I would be all about it.
Yeah, I loved it when I was a kid. The Fool's Errand. It's really good. And the next one, John V. John V with his annual suggestion of... Oh, did I say who nominated Fool's Errand? Fool's Errand was nominated by Pix, who no doubt will have completed it by 8 p.m. on the 1st of July if it gets chosen.
Right.
Imogen was John V's pick. It's the perennial pick from John V for listener's choice. It normally gets close, but it's never actually been in the chair. Imogen is a puzzle platformer with charming graphics and unique mechanics suitable for brain teaser fans. It's a BBC micro game. So I'm assuming, Mark,
nothing
it's not
of this. Nope. I'd try it, though. Puzzle platforming. That sounds fun.
Have you got a BBC micro?
No, but I've got the Mister, right? So hopefully it would load up through that.
Okay. Next one. Single player focus with discussion potential. So on this one, we've got Dino Crisis, nominated by Monster Hide, a survival horror game providing a tense and thrilling experience, sparking interesting discussions about gameplay and story. Capcom classic. I loved this game back in the 90s.
Yeah, I've only dabbled with this one again, but yeah.
I would love to replay this. Love it. I really enjoy those traditional old school Resident Evil style games. Yeah. And then another Game Club perennial, it seems, Project Firestar, seems to get mentioned over and over again, but it's never actually been a Game Club game. Suggested by Bothered64, a narrative-driven survival horror game known for its atmosphere, suitable for detailed post-play discussions. One of the very first survival horror games on the C64. Again, I know Mads is a huge fan of this game. Okay. I'd love to give it a go.
So where are we going with this? I mean, it's listing off all these things, but
yeah, well, you wait, mate. It's coming. Don't you worry.
I'm getting a little impatient. So
it's on its way. Okay. Unique and niche games. So there's 4 in this category. The first one, Bushi, and I'm learning Japanese, and I'm going to murder this. My tutor will kill me. Bushi Seryuden Futari no Yusha.
That's
and
that was
done. That was suggested by Calm Like a Bob-omb, a lesser-known RPG offering a unique experience appealing to those who enjoy discovering niche titles. Mm-hmm. One of my favorites on the list, World Championship Boxing Manager, suggested by King Trilo. I loved this game as a kid. A sports management simulation providing a different strategic challenge appealing to management game fans.
So, again, it's one of those managing games that you don't actually get to do the action?
Correct.
Oh, man.
But it's really good. You manage a boxer. It sounds terrible, but I loved it as a kid. Really liked it on the Amiga.
There's got to be a day that we try one of these managing games, because I've never experienced anything like that.
This month could be the month. 3 and 3. Another Mac game on the list. This one suggested by Max Zero. I'd never heard of this. A puzzle game with a unique concept and narrative, great for innovative puzzle enthusiasts.
Sounds good. Yeah.
And WizKid, the Amiga classic, suggested by Gitto Threadbare. An action puzzle game combining various gameplay elements, providing a quirky and unique experience. We've had Whizball. We may have WizKid. That would be a good game club game. Right, the next section, fast-paced and action-oriented. This one, next one, Wipeout 3, suggested by Not Minor Willie. A futuristic racing game with high-speed action, perfect for quick, thrilling sessions.
Yeah, Wipeout's great.
One for you, mate.
Yep.
And Dark Reign, suggested by Namco's, a real-time strategy game offering strategic depth and fast-paced gameplay. Next category, just 5 more to go. Next category, narrative-driven and atmospheric. Blood Omen Legacy of Kain, suggested by Heavy Metal Dawn. An action-adventure game with a dark narrative and immersive world, ideal for fans of story-rich games. And Dr. No Vocal Chords suggested Dungeons & Dragons Shadow of a Mystara. A scrolling beat-em-up with RPG elements, great for cooperative play and engaging narratives. A classic that I've never played.
Oh, yeah, it's a great one. So beautiful, yeah.
Last category, strategy and management. Utopia, suggested by Chris O'Regan, a simulation game focusing on building and managing a society suitable for fans of strategic planning. Black Magic, suggested by Morpin, C64 game I'd never heard of. A classic RPG with exploration and character progression, appealing to traditional RPG fans. And finally, Jagged Alliance, suggested by, this was one of the last minute ones. Who suggested? Was it Retro Denial?
Yes.
Yeah, I think it was, right. Wasn't it? Retro Denial. A tactical RPG focusing on squad-based strategy, ideal for those who enjoy in-depth strategic gameplay.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, so 23 games that were suggested. This would have been a monster episode.
We'd still be here. Would have been a 5-hour episode.
Right.
So Chat GPT goes on to say, considering engagement, potential for discussion, and overall enjoyment, here are the top picks. Age of Empires 2. Desperado's Wanted Dead or Alive. The Fool's Errand. Star Tropics. Dino Crisis. And Jagged Alliance. Any of these games should provide a great experience for your game club, depending on the specific interests and dynamics of your members. Well, I think the least said about the interests and dynamics of our members, probably the better. I'm going to say to ChatGPT, please choose one. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's hear it.
Considering the variety of interests a game club might have, hang on, it's scrolling and it's scrolled up the screen. A game that combines strategic depth, multiplayer options, and a timeless appeal would be ideal. Can you guess?
Is it going to be Age of Empires?
Based on these factors, Age of Empires 2 stands out as the best choice.
Oh, you got to be kidding me.
ChatGPT lists some pros and cons of the game, but she says at the end, Age of Empires 2 is the best choice for your game club due to its engaging multiplayer gameplay, strategic depth, and ability to foster a fun and interactive environment. I've not played an Age of Empires game since about 1999.
Okay.
So I'm looking forward to trying Age of Empires 2, which is can you remember what year that game came out?
No.
2001?
Oh, was it that new? I was thinking it was back in the 90s, but yeah. Because I'm sure there was a big box to it.
Well, I can't kind of differentiate between Age of Empires and Age of Empires 2, but I'm looking forward to getting back onto the old Windows 98 PC, hopefully, and getting it running on that. And
I was going to say, I wondered if it was maybe on GOG.
Definitely one that kind of warms us up for RPG summer, I think.
Yeah, should be fun. I'm just pulling up GOG just to see if it'll let me see if it's in there.
So look out for that on Discord, dear listeners. Age of Empires 2 for the month of July is the game. Mark is shaking his head. Nothing on GOG, mate.
Nothing on. Yeah, it's not looking like it.
Well, we'll be in touch. People will be in touch on Discord, no doubt, coming up with the best way to play. But until next time, keep it retro, keep it Age of Empires, and we'll see you next month.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.